That's like 100 times better. I got my dirty fingerprints on it here, but it's way better now. Okay, let's roll up the raggedy ass windows on this raggedy ass car. I mean, oops, I didn't say that, baby. I didn't mean that, baby. Just be nice. Well, the mailman brought a box. It's a tall, skinny, triangular box. It's window sweeps for the Firebird. So recently I changed the doors on this pile of junk, and I got these doors at the swap meet, and these window sweeps are hard as a rock and they're breaking up. They're all brittle. I don't think they're really doing their job, and they look like absolute garbage. There's some pieces on the old doors that aren't bad that I will use. I will use these seals because there is none on the new doors, and the outer sweeps are not too bad, but they are cracked and old as well. I've heard horror stories about these arriving bent or damaged, usually assumingly from the packaging and transport shipping, but these are packaged really well. They have this reinforcement piece here, so it's like a spine and it's like a triangle shape, so it would take some serious effort to damage that. And I just took my knife and cut the end. I'm pretty sure that these are not going to be damaged. Oh, they're even taped to the box, so I guess I'm gonna have to rip it apart even better, but that's pretty good packaging. Okay, I managed to get this open, and there's two in a bag. This is a kit, left and right outer sweeps. Look at that, so velvety and fancy. Nice rubber, nice and soft, flexible. Oh yeah, feels so good. So that is going to be 10 million times better than that. Step 1. Roll down your awesome new power windows. Success! Mission accomplished. I've never seen a 3rd gen that didn't have slow windows. Step 2. Remove your door pad. Well done. Mission accomplished. So you get the windows down all the way and the door pad off, and there's screw bolts here. 1, 2, there's one behind the glass there, so I'll have to loosen these off, pull the glass back. These are kind of ugly anyway. I got a little bit cleaner ones off my old doors, so I'll have to loosen those off and get all those screw bolts out. There's a triangle at the front of the door, and I might have to loosen that off, or might have to remove it completely. Okay, I was able to loosen up the triangle, and I got this one out using a ratchet, this one, and this one. So I got 2 at the back and 2 at the front. I got those out, but there's 2 here behind the glass. So I'm just loosening these slider thingies, adjusters, and I pull them all the way back, and then that allows me to wiggle the glass. So I pull the glass back enough that I can get a wrench in here, and it seems to be a 7mm, and I'm lucky that so far everything's going smooth. I can get my fingers in there and just turn it with my fingers. There's one bolt right there. Don't drop those little suckers. And there's one more behind the glass here that I can probably get with the wrench. Yep. Yeah. These old window sweep seals are just junk. Completely shot. So it's not easy, but it's not impossible to change these. I did them on the 90, or on the 85, the first Firebird I ever had. I had to do the same thing. Look at this, is like, it's literally gonna fall apart right here in the middle. That's how bad it is. So I think there's might be one bolt behind that triangle in the, up front there. Yeah, there's one bolt behind that triangle, so I'm gonna have to remove it. Step 3! Unbolt this thing here so you can get at these bolts here. Looks like this triangle's gotta go. There's 2 bolts here. I've already got those loose. So 2 nuts here. There's a 10mm bolt here. I think that's part of it. And this window slider is part of it, and it goes, I think it bolts here. So I'll take out this bolt, and those 2 nuts. There's so many different alignments on these 3rd gen doors. And the glass, keeping the glass all aligned. Maybe that top bolt doesn't have to come out. I suppose I should be keeping track of the alignments, but you can see like a mark around there where it used to be. It's a good idea to use a marker and mark the outline of the washer. There'd be a lot more room if you took that bolt out or took that bracket off there. Anyway, I think the last bolt is right here. Yep, that's the last one. And there's the old weather seal. Oh my goodness. It's just falling apart. Garbage. These new ones truly feel amazing compared to the old dried up junk. And apparently they're made in Taiwan, but wow, they look good and they feel good. So there's a notch right here, and this would be where the mirror, your door mirror, goes. So I guess there is a left and a right, and yeah, it's gonna go on the same way it came off, just reverse order. So I'll just set it on there. Oh, does that ever look nice? See if the screw holes line up at all. I've heard sometimes that these screw holes aren't perfect, and yeah, that might be the case. Oh, I see a couple that are lined up here. Pretty good. But yeah, it's not going to be perfect. Not all the holes are going to be aligned exactly the same as the old ones. But I'll see if I can get 2 or 3 lined up and then go from there. This one here is slotted, so you have a little bit of adjustment there. It's been like cloudy off and on all day, and there's been rain off and on. So I'm just hoping it doesn't rain on me while I'm trying to do this. Look how much nicer that is than the old one. Oh my goodness. Me and my dirty hands. I'm getting it dirty already. Yes, it's so much nicer. Nice and velvety on the inside. Okay, new idea, change of plans. If they're not all going to line up perfectly, that's okay. I don't mind like drilling out the hole that's in the seal, or drilling out putting a whole new screw in somewhere else, whatever. I don't mind. But these two here behind the glass are hard to get at. So I think I'm going to line it up with those two first. And I'm actually going to get more than that. I'm going to get like 1, 2, 3. They're lined up good, maybe same as before. I'm still going to get 3 lined up good. But these ones are, you have to use a wrench to get at them, and you can't drill them because they're behind the glass. So my new plan is to put those 3 in first, and then if I have to, I can drill or align the other ones manually. Yeah, these ones behind the glass are not the easiest to work with, but it is possible. I'm not going to tighten it up all the way just yet, just in case there's a little bit of wiggle room there. There probably won't be, but as long as I can get these ones behind the glass, that would make life easier, because I can get at the other ones with a drill bit or a socket. But these ones you cannot get at them with a drill bit or a socket. I got 1, 2, 3 lined up behind the glass, but this front one here, I just drilled it. It's slotted, so I just drilled it up higher, away from the old bolt. So these factory screw bolts are self-tappers, so I'm just using a little 1/4 inch impact driver with a 7mm extension. So yeah, I'm just driving them in like a drill, self-tapping. And over here, I'm just gonna make a new one over beside it, and make sure that you are down on the edge where you want it. I'm probably just gonna put them in by hand, and now that I've got the holes made here and here. So 3, 4, 5, and there's one more at the front. I'll probably have to modify that or put a new one in there. Don't go overboard when you tighten these things, because they're just self-tapping metal screws, and they don't have a lot of threads, and the material that they're going into is not very thick. Okay, I've got all of them in except for one, except for this one. It goes in the front here. The last one I just put in, I was running the impact and it just ran in and started impacting. But yeah, I don't think I stripped it or anything. So make sure the lip is up on top on the outside. I got this triangle piece just sitting here because, yeah, there's not a lot of room to work right here. So it's just sitting here.
So before I drill this last one, it doesn't line up. The old hole doesn't line up. So before I drill it, I'll just make sure that everything is where I want it. I'm probably going to drill a new hole beside it. That might work. Yes. Success. Okay, we got all of them in.
There's one. You can see the hole is in behind there somewhere. It didn't line up, so I just made a new one beside it. There's one there. You can get at that one with the ratchet, but it's close. This one, I used a wrench to get it in. These ones behind the glass, I recommend lining those ones up first. Yeah, got them all in here somewhere. Yeah, so now I can put this back in.
Okay, let's roll up the raggedy ass windows on this raggedy ass car. I mean, oops, I didn't say that, baby. I didn't mean that, baby. Just be nice. Be good to me, baby. I didn't mean that. She doesn't like it when I talk to her like that, when I talk about her like that. Alright, let's try these windows and see if the sweeps are sweeping or if anything's happening. Oh, I forgot to set my adjuster thingies. Guess I better do that, eh? So, these are 10mm. I'm just going to push it out until it makes contact. Without putting too much stress on anything, anywhere. Seems like it's gonna have to be pretty much tight, pretty much maxed out. I was having a problem with the old seals where it's scratching the tint here, so I changed this. That's off of the original 83 door. Maybe that's just the way it is. That looks really, really good, actually.
That's like 100 times better. I got my dirty fingerprints on it here, but it's way better now. Oh my goodness. Like, there's the old one there, just completely decked, just completely shot, brittle and cracked. Ugh, yuck. The aluminum is like oxidized right through. What a difference. That's way better. This is the driver's side. It's like 100 million times better. Oh yeah, way better. It's not really hard work. It's a little bit tedious, but didn't break a sweat, not even once, putting that on. The glass that came with these doors is not the greatest. It's got some terrible tint, and the tint is all scratched up. It's even got like a tear in it. But, oh well. Maybe I can use my old glass, but I kind of like the tint, even though it's in bad shape. What is that? Down below the moon, the 5 o'clock position. What is that?